The following video was taken at around 3 a.m. in the morning on January 30th of 2015. It took place in the house of a young man called Michael, and during the days leading up to this footage, he had constantly been woken up late by noises. On this night, it happened once again, except this time, Michael was prepared to investigate the cause of the noises, and the way the spirit reacted was of pure evil.
Okay guys, so it's about 3:20 in the morning. Like clockwork, it started scratching and banging again. So it just don't stop. Can't sleep. And I've decided I'm gonna go up this time. I'm gonna take the camera up. You can hear it now. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna face this thing. I'm gonna just see if we can catch something on tape, and I don't know, just see what we get. Hello? Oh, fuck. Hello? Look. If you're there, I want you to leave my house. Nah, fuck this. I'm staying downstairs. Do whatever it wants. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with it. Oh no.
After a few moments of being in the attic, Michael told the spirit to leave his house. But strangely, it was at this exact moment that a box was launched at his face. It's very rare that we see ghosts that attack their victims, and in this instance, it happened, indicating that the spirit had evil intentions. Once this was over and done with, and Michael ended the recording, he stopped updating his YouTube, following on the news, and left it as a mystery. The only information we know is that he moved house since, but who knows if the spirit decided to move along with him. In this next encounter, a mother had left her dog alone in the house as she was working her day job. However, since her work was very demanding, her shifts were extremely long, so her eldest son called Oscar had to go and feed the pet. For a few minutes after entering the building, everything was okay, and Oscar managed to pour the dog's dry beef into her bowl. However, this sense of security was going to end very shortly.
Okay, so it's doing it again. That switch down there is on. You see it past my shaking. This one is on, okay? It's Mom. See what I mean? It's fucking... You can hear it. You fucking... Mom, nope.
Weirdly, the lights in the main hallway of the house started turning themselves on and off without anyone touching the switches. Now, in most cases, this could easily be excused as an electrical error that could be fixed by an expert, but after zooming in deeper, this wasn't the case. If you look closely, you can see that the switches were actually moving, meaning that someone or something was controlling the lights. The family still has no idea what it was, but the only logical answer is the act of a ghost. This man was sleeping on the couch because he had friends over and decided to let them use the beds. It was roughly 1 a.m. when the group decided to go to sleep, and the man decided to light a candle next to the couch to act as a nightlight, which he usually had in his normal bedroom. Little did he know, though, that something else was in the room with him, and it didn't like the tiny light source. The ghost started to repeatedly slam the door in anger, and after a moment of confusion, the man realized what the problem was. He blew out the candle on the counter straight after this footage ended, and according to him, after he completed this action, he was safe. It's unknown why this ghost decided to give the man warning signs before causing havoc, but it was definitely on the nicer side of spirits. For the past few months, a family had all reported paranormal activity in the same house, in the exact same locations. The thing which made this so difficult for them was that nobody believed their stories, as they never caught anything on camera, to the point that they believed they'd never catch it. In a desperate attempt for proof, the mother decided to take her phone out and record for 5 minutes at random instances. Did her plan work? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Thought someone was in my house.
After sitting on the couch watching the television for some time, the mother stood up and did one of her recording sessions. For the last couple of days, she had caught nothing while doing this, but she was about to strike gold. Strangely, the door closed by its own accord, and as unbelievable as this is, no one else was inside the house with her. Now, since this had been happening for months now, she was presumably unfazed, and if anything happy that she got her evidence. However, this isn't all that would be captured that day. On the exact same evening, once the whole family arrived home, the entity made another appearance, and this proved that it wasn't hiding from the cameras anymore. Take a look.
So the TV turned off right now by itself. This has been happening too.
Nah, dude. Something like that, dude, you gotta... I feel like I've seen that before. You gotta... Whenever since I was young, you gotta, like, call it out or something. Like... You just gotta call, like,
creepy,
literally, bro, just like, is anybody here? Is anybody here? Like... No, you just gotta... Anybody here, sorry.
What was that? I think it was upstairs. It sounded like a big old bang. This has been happening, bro. Ooh, it's dark as fuck up here. Oh, dude, it looks creepy. It looks fucking creepy up here, bro. Oh, shit.
Turn off down here.
Go. I don't want to be.
The light just turned off down here.
Holy fuck.
The light over there just turned off. I'm not even joking.
Should we go?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's just go.
We should just get out of here. The light just turned off down here.
Holy fuck. Nah, dude.
Yeah. The light over there just turned off. I'm not even joking.
Should we go?
Yeah, I think we should leave.
Let's just
I think
go.
we should just get out of here.
Let's
Honestly.
just go.
Honestly, I'm not even grabbing nothing. I'm just gonna go. Can we just go?
Now you have to give credit to this family because they handled the situation in the best way possible. Most spirits feed off the fear of their victims, and this group refused to make it more powerful. Regardless of how the situation was handled, though, it was extremely creepy, and no one on the internet has been able to solve it since. Maybe you can, though, and feel free to give it a shot in the comments. On July 12th of 2019, a boy called Billy had one of the worst experiences of his entire life. He had been raised in a deeply religious family of Catholic Christians and was blessed at a young age. But based on the following video, you wouldn't know that at all. One of the kid's first gifts that came from his baby shower was a small wooden cross that was hung up in his room. This gift was meant to protect him from evil and things alike, but it may well have failed. Now, the child never told his parents the reason behind this reaction, but it was likely due to a past trauma or hatred. One of the leading theories is that he must have watched a film or show which involved the cross and was spooked out from it, but we'll never know. For all we know, an evil spirit could have been controlling the boy, but luckily he was raised out of this and is no longer in fear when he sees the object. The upcoming footage came from the downstairs living room of Tanya, who was a single mother of 2 children. It took place during the afternoon, while the children were still at school, and Tanya was getting ready to collect them when the dog, Bailey, started acting very strange. At first, Tanya had no idea whatsoever as to why the dog was acting this way, but all would be revealed very shortly.
Okay, so Bailey, come here. She's acting really strange today. I don't know what's going on with her. What is it, Baze? I don't see anything. Bailey. What? What is she looking at? Bailey? What was that? Did you just hear that? Bailey. She keeps looking over here. I don't know what her deal is, but something's not right. God, what is that noise? Bailey, what is it? What the fuck? Oh my God, did that chair just move? Oh my God. Oh shit.
Out of nowhere, the chair underneath the cabinet jolted back in the direction of Tanya, and this understandably freaked her out. What made this event even weirder was the fact that Bailey didn't bark at the sudden noise, and she was usually a loud animal. The chair moving and Bailey acting up caused Tanya to piece the clues together and assume that this was the act of a ghost. In fear, she quickly attached the pet to her leash and went to pick up the children before being extra cautious when they arrived home. Supposedly, nothing happened in the house since, but with a lack of updates, it isn't confirmed that the spirit has left. On an unknown evening after midnight, an ambulance crew were returning from a rescue when something spooked them to the maximum. They had just aided someone who was hurt on the sidewalk and were on the way back to the hospital to call it a night. However, little did they know that the night was only just getting started.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like, I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like,
Send somebody as soon as you can.
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like, we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Thank you.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck.
For some strange reason, the man quickly jumped out of the ambulance as if he saw something in the vehicle with him, and shortly after he did this, we found out why. Somehow, the back doors of the ambulance managed to swing open on their own accord, which really freaked the driver out. This wasn't all the ghost wanted to do though. After the man sprinted back to his colleague in the distance again, they both watched the vehicle from a distance. It was at this moment that the spirit struck again.
Hey, on it. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, oh shit. Like, it just flew open, like. Oh. Nah, what the what was that? Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no. Fuck that, nah.
If looked closely at, the ambulance's rear window suddenly has movement behind it, and it appears to be a black figure. It was well known that a patient had recently suffered their fatality in the back of this very ambulance, and many people speculated that this is what the duo encountered that night. This theory is very likely true. On May 29th of 2018, a man was chilling in his house when he started to hear noises coming from the basement. Now at first, he believed that the noises were coming from a squatter, a person living in his house without any permission. But still unsure, the man decided to investigate, and what he found was beyond terrifying.
Doing this cabinet crown, and I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? 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 Anybody here?
Strangely, when the man reached the basement, no one could be seen. As well as this, the lights started flickering on their own accord while the switch was still in view with no one there. It was at this moment that the man realized he wasn't housing a squatter, but a spirit instead. He decided to continue searching though, as he wasn't completely convinced, but his mindset was about to change.
Hello? The heck is that? Hello? Who is it?
Somehow the door managed to open without anyone behind it, but this was only the beginning. When the man went to inspect the door, nobody was there, and to make things even worse, the basement door slammed shut. When the man opened it, the light started flickering again, and this time he dropped his phone in fear. The ghost seemed to enjoy the device though, as it spun around on the floor without anything pushing it. The man in the house moved out a week later and has witnessed no paranormal activity since. In this short video, a worker called Evelyn is in fear after something happened during her shift. She is accompanied by her boss Dave, who is known for being very patient and kind around the workplace. However, even he was skeptical after this clip. Evelyn had called him down to the room she was working in and claimed she saw a door slam shut by itself. Now at first, Dave didn't believe her story. He didn't think ghosts were real and dismissed Evelyn's fear, but when he went to investigate, all of that changed.
All right, I'm with Evelyn Sims. We're using this recording here due to a statement. She says that there's been things in the back area that have been... All right, explain to us what happened, Evelyn.
I was looking at my supplies, Dave. I don't want to go back there.
Well, I'm here now. Oh, don't worry.
But you come with me.
All right, so what happened?
The door just shut on its own and just sit by itself, David. I don't know if I want to go. I don't feel good about that.
All right, hang on, just wait.
I don't want to go back there.
Let me just take a look. Now, you say what happened now?
The door shut by itself. Itself, Dave.
All right. Let me see. I'm looking, but I'm not going back there either.
Was you scared?
I'm not
going back there. I got a funny feeling about this.
Oh, the door's closed. I mean, it was open?
It was open and it just slammed by itself.
All right, let me see if I can get it.
Slammed.
All right. Let me go back there. All right, I'm gonna put it on hold. All right. Well, go ahead. I'm standing here. Oh, hold on. I got work call or the call. Go ahead.
If you remember when you took a shirt over to the modulars, you took two shirts. One of them said Sawyer. Remember I told you to bring it back?
Ooh, what did I do with it? Oh, man.
What's your location?
I'm on the garden level right now. I'm investigating something that happened down in the boiler room with Evelyn. I'll be right up. All right. Well, don't worry. Go get your whatever your material is.
Oh, David. I don't think I want to go there.
Come on, go ahead.
No, I can't.
Evelyn, just go.
No.
All right, hang on. I'll go. Hang on. Okay. I'm right here. I see the door. All right, go get your stuff. I'm right here.
Oh, David, I'm scared.
Don't be. Hold on, wait a minute. Just wait. Is there anybody back here? Go ahead.
No.
What the shit? Oh my God. No way.
Did you see it? I closed.
Hold on, let's go.
Mr. Ortiz or...
Stand by. Oh my God.
As he sent Evelyn to go and get her stuff, a chair flew towards them without anyone else in the room. Both people were understandably in fear, and Dave had been convinced that Evelyn's story was real. But this was only the start. Somehow, a loud clanging noise could be heard at the end of the video, indicating that a large metal object had dropped onto them nearby. It was at this point that the camera cut, and to make things worse, Evelyn and Dave were never seen again. Now on this channel, we've covered some disturbing clips, but none of them are nearly as bad as the one we're about to discuss. It was May 18th of 2022, and a woman called Letitia was alone in her Airbnb. At least she thought it was. It was at midnight when she was woken up by a noise she couldn't have possibly imagined. Take a look. Despite thinking she was alone, Letitia heard a scream coming from inside the Airbnb. Now at first she was frightened and refused to move, but when she was brave enough to investigate, she did but found nothing. YouTubers are known for faking and over-editing their videos to the extreme, more specifically horror YouTubers. From cringy 3 a.m. challenges to fake haunted hospital explorations, the possibilities are endless. However, amongst all of these fake videos are hidden real ones that show undeniable evidence of paranormal activity. The upcoming video is one of them. It was uploaded on June 17, 2023, and shows a man showing and telling his story of being haunted. Things get very weird.
First I was hearing something like stuff moving around, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's normal house noises. And then a couple of voices I've heard. It's kind of freaking me out, though, you know. I thought it was gone.
Now at first, nothing seems wrong with this clip. On the surface, it's just the man explaining his experience. However, if we zoom into the skeleton, we can see that its head tilts to the left out of nowhere. This is very weird as no one else is in the room. However, this is just a minute into a 20-minute video. So much worse stuff happens. Out of nowhere, the door opens on its own accord, and as if that wasn't creepy enough, it closes. Now the man claims that nobody was in the house at the time of this, which makes it completely unexplainable. Perhaps a strong breeze managed to breach the house, or maybe something was present that the human eye cannot detect. It's likely the latter, and the next clip in the video confirms that.
I don't want it to be more than that, you know? I don't want to know that I'm being fucking possessed or something, you know? I felt something. I keep fucking hearing shit. Why is that? What's this fucking closet door? Hey, stop!
Somehow, the man's closet opened by itself, similar to the door, except this time he was home. He went to go and close it and was understandably confused, but it was at this moment he heard footsteps creeping towards the room he came from. The man's wife was home at the time, so it's possible that she was walking on the second floor and it got misinterpreted, but later that day she came downstairs saying that she was having a nap. If she was asleep, then no one could have possibly been making those noises, at least no normal person. The following video was taken in the children's ward at the hospital. The child is called Layla, and her mother, Sydney, decided to visit her while she was being treated. At first, everything seemed normal, and the nurse was being friendly with the mother. However, after a minute, the nurse let the two have some alone time and left the ward. This is when another nurse entered the room.
Okay, go. Who is it?
It's so weird.
Is it you?
Is it me? It's not me.
It's motion sensor. There's no one over there. Okay, do it one more time.
Do it one more time, please.
Okay. One last time.
Okay. Wait, so are we friends now? Can you do it again if we're friends now?
Oh.
We're not friends? You don't like me? Okay.
Are you a doctor?
Are you a... Wait, so do it again if you're a doctor. Wait, are you messing with us or are you actually a doctor? I don't know. Are you just messing with us? Okay. Well.
I don't know.
Weirdly, the tap continuously turned on in sync with Layla's questions, going as far as revealing that it was a doctor. Now, what makes this clip strange is that neither the child nor the mother are freaked out that a presence is answering their questions, but are actually laughing and engaging with it, and this was only the beginning.
Are you a guy or girl? So do it. Do it. Okay. Okay, so do it if you're a guy. So do it if you're a guy. Turn it on if you're a guy.
Nope.
So you're a girl? You're a girl. Are you? So she's a girl? Yippee.
Let's see.
Hi, do you have a bracelet? Just want to make sure she has a bracelet left.
Yeah.
You're good.
So double checking. You're a girl. Yes,
Oh.
maybe?
She got scared of the nurses.
It's okay. The nurses are gone. I promise. So she's a girl.
And just for show, let's see if it comes on right here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Nothing.
So now, let's see. Hello again. Oh, I should ask what color her eyes are.
Yeah, I can play a game.
So okay.
You want to play a game, okay?
So do it if your eyes are blue. Okay. Do it if your eyes are green.
Oh.
Wait, so your eyes are green? Okay, hair color time.
Beeps, are you seeing this?
Are you blonde?
Yeah. I think it's red hair.
Do you have red hair, like my friend? Do you have red? You have red hair. You have red hair.
That was creepy.
What do you mean creepy?
How did Biba guess it? Yeah, it is creepy.
Do you think it's crazy that my friend guessed it?
No.
You think your hair color is common?
Are you scared of the nurses?
You don't like the nurses? I'm sorry. I promise that they're only gonna come back for my x-ray or MRI or whatever. Are you gonna come with me during my MRI x-ray thingy? You're gonna be with me? I'm so happy.
Layla started to inquire more about the ghost and try to figure out what it looked like when it was alive. She discovered that it had green eyes and ginger hair, which made the girl giggle, but the next question was quite unsettling. Layla asked the ghost if it didn't like the nurses, to which it turned the tap on, indicating that the answer was yes. This is rather strange, as the ghost claimed it was a doctor, but didn't like the current ones. Layla's mother, Sydney, theorizes that the spirit was there to haunt the nurses, but I guess we'll never know. However, many people that saw these clips believed that there wasn't a ghost at all, and there was an issue with the sensor on the tap, but Sydney sought out to disprove them.
What?
Despite this, the comment section was still fairly negative about this supposed evidence and was tough to convince, but part 3 to this sage was about to provide concrete proof. At this point, the two had been in the room with the ghost for 20 minutes, and Layla decided to call her dad on Snapchat to showcase the ghost, but little did she know things were about to get much crazier.
You want to play another game?
Yes. Or no?
Okay, just watch my camera, okay, Dad?
Watch your camera, baby.
Watch my camera, okay?
Okay.
It's a friend.
We have a friend in the room.
Have you always been with us or stayed at this hospital?
Are you in the hospital?
All the time? So we just met? Do you like to say hi to other kids when they come?
Are you scared of the nurses? Did the nurses scare you when they came in the room?
Maybe he doesn't like to be on camera.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
How dare you?
We asked.
So you're a girl, right?
She doesn't like to be on camera.
Well, the camera can't see her. She has red hair and green eyes. Yes? Red hair, green eyes?
No, she said blue eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Wait, did you say blue eyes?
You're scaring your dad. Do you like to scare people?
Oh, so she has blue eyes?
Do you have blue eyes, yes? Or do you have green eyes? Blue eyes?
Is she blinking the lights?
Hmm?
Was she blinking the lights?
No, do you see the water, baby? The faucet.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so can you flicker the lights or no?
Did you see that?
The call started off with a few questions to show him that the tap could turn on and off by itself, but eventually the dad mentioned flickering the lights instead of turning on the tap to give him more evidence. This led Layla to ask the ghost if she could flicker the lights, and if we slow down the footage, the lights dimming at that exact moment. Could this be the act of a ghost? Or is it just a coincidence? I'm keen to hear what you have to think in the comments. In the following video, a Mexican ghost hunter by the name of Pablo was sent to search the the deep cellars of someone's house. These cellars were rumored to be haunted for years, but no one in the property was brave enough to find out for themselves, leading the owner to call in Pablo to do the task. It was 6 p.m. in the afternoon when he arrived on scene, but since no light could reach the cellars, it looked more like 6 a.m. Regardless of the time, Pablo was ready to catch another ghost and earn some more cash, or at least he thought he was.
Son las 3 de la mañana y escucho algo. Creo que fue la cocina. ¿Quién es? No. Creo que en el baño. Ay, Diosito, por favor.
Disregarding all of the other things that happened in the build-up to this point, it's utterly unexplainable how the shower managed to turn itself on. It was made clear just moments before this phenomenon that no one else was in the room, yet this still happened, which was enough to even make Pablo scared. Yet he had no idea what was about to come. For some strange reason, the old house owners built a bedroom in the cellars, and no one has truly worked out why. Perhaps it operated as a guest room, or maybe they had too many children, but who knows? But that's irrelevant. What matters is what happened to Pablo when he explored this room, and this is the creepiest ghost apparition ever caught on camera.
Algo está sonando en el cuarto. Creo que es el eco.
Somehow, despite no figure showing on the top side of the bed, when Pablo ducked to see underneath it, the legs of a little girl could be seen walking from one side to the other. As previously mentioned, no one knows what the use of this room was, let alone who took residence in it, but people predict it must have hosted this young girl. After seeing this, Pablo immediately ended his operation and brought his evidence back to the house owner, who was very satisfied. He locked the entrance to the cellars to stop his children getting in there and explained that he planned to get rid of the ghost in due course. James McLean had been living in the same house for more than 10 years, and throughout that time period, it was the most normal place you could imagine. The neighborhood was very peaceful, and nothing eventful really went on, especially paranormal things. But that reputation was about to be tarnished on the night of this recording. It was 4:26 a.m. when James decided to start recording the incident, but it had been going on since 11 p.m. All night there had been loud bangs and random things turning on and off in the house, which James ruled out as a power issue. However, after quite some time, he took it upon himself to investigate downstairs and truly discover what was causing this. Have a watch.
Okay, I've been hearing shit all night. See?
Jesus Christ! Oh! Oh!
Weirdly enough, when James reached the bottom of the stairs, his record player started spinning and playing music, which is something that comes straight out of a horror movie. In response to this, James tried to communicate with whatever was there, but this was the worst mistake of his life. As soon as he spoke to the ghost, items all around him started toppling, and he was forced to sprint all the way back up to his bedroom. He still has no idea what caused all of this to happen on that night, but luckily, it hasn't happened again since. It has been 2 years, so it's safe to say he's okay. Going back around 100 years ago, the house in the following clip hosted a group of cannibals who all eventually died while hiding from the police. They decided to eat one another one by one to try and stretch out their survival time, but unfortunately for them, it didn't work. Ever since the cannibals passed away, the house has supposedly been haunted, and not many people have wanted to live inside its walls. However, eventually, a desperate couple purchased it and used a Ouija board to ask the ghosts to leave. After using the Ouija board, the response they received was horrible, and things only got worse to the point they had to call the police in. The upcoming clip takes place after the police arrive, and it's very frightening.
Woman used Ouija board in old house where cannibals lived. Somewhere in Greater Poland, police were called in response to her strange behavior.
Jezu, jak to Oda tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
Narcyzmy, kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Kamila! Kamila!
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
Zamiana byśmy się zamienili pozycjami, że mógłbyśmy zrobić. Odsuń się i
Nie?
uważaj. Do ulew, kurwa,
Drut ma jakiś.
Nie. Niech pan wyjdzie i obróciły go do wody.
Unlike most other ghosts, this one didn't tend to move things but made aggressive noises instead. It growled as if it was an animal trying to scare off its prey, and the noises were so realistic that one of the policemen shot into the room. After clearing the room, the police force came to the conclusion that this was paranormal, and they couldn't do anything to help before leaving the family to deal with it. It's unknown what the family did beyond this point, but the smartest option would definitely be to leave. On November 30th of 2020, a man called Wyatt decided it was time to put an end to a saga that had been going on for months. For the last few months, he had been experiencing high levels of paranormal activity in his home, and it was on this day that he decided it was time to capture it and show the real world. Little did he know that the ghost would get much worse when he took the camera out.
This is on repeat. This happens over and over, and then the knocking happens. The knocking, there it is, and it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? It's just right there. That's new. Okay. Whatever you are, you gotta go. And that's... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
In the video, Wyatt claimed that the ghost passing the door and the loud knocking was a regular occurrence in his house, and he didn't sound too fazed. However, since he was filming, he felt a little braver. This time, Wyatt followed the spirit into a small room and saw the chair spinning around, which was supposedly new. As if this wasn't enough, when he approached the chair and decided to check it out, the door behind him slammed shut and trapped him in the room with the ghost. This really freaked him out, so he walked away and ended the recording there and then, not updating anyone since. These two women are having a sleepover together while one of their boyfriends is out on their stag do. They had a fun time on the sleepover, playing games together and gossiping like people do, but things got eerie very fast. The girl in the black jacket, Jess, claimed to have seen something in the closet, to which the girl behind the camera, Abby, reassured her there wasn't. There was only one way to find out: investigate.
Girl, there ain't nothing back there, I'm telling you.
The light just went off.
Nothing back there, right?
There's nobody back here.
I told you. There's never. Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
Weirdly, when Jess went to look in the closet in an attempt to prove Abby wrong, nothing happened. This led Abby to believe Jess was seeing things, and she made this clear. Little did she know that she had spoken too soon. Moments later, the light turned itself off, and Jess sprinted back to Abby in fear. Abby explained that she locked the closet afterwards and told her boyfriend never to open it again. He thought she was going crazy, but like a good boyfriend, he listened. Not that it had any effect. Abby was right about a spirit living in there, but she had no idea it could leave. The following day, she pulled up in her drive at 9 p.m. after taking her son to a football session. This is when the ghost made its second and much worse appearance.
Which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't leave it on. Come on. Listen, I'm gonna walk inside real fast. I want you to wait out here for me.
I'll stay right by the door.
Yeah, I want you. Oh my god. Somebody broke into her.
Is that a shadow?
Yeah. I don't know.
Mom, go.
Oh,
That's definitely something.
Jaden, yeah, it is. Go next door. Go next door and get your icy, okay? If you hear me scream, y'all hear me scream, call 911.
Okay.
Okay?
When she pulled up, Abby immediately knew that something was up. Before leaving the house, she always made sure that all the lights were off, except this time, one of them was still on. Now at first, her son didn't believe her and convinced her that she must have accidentally left it. But when the figure walked by, all speculation was out of the window. Understandably, the kid was rushed next door and Abby was sent to investigate. But unsurprisingly, she found nothing. The following video was recorded in a man's living room sometime last year. He had just arrived home from a long day at work and was extremely tired, so the last thing he needed was what you're about to witness.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just want to... Oh my god, oh my god. No fucking way, no way, oh my god, oh my god. See, bro, there's nothing on this fucking door. Hello? Yep, fuck that, I'm not going down there.
His son, Steve, told him that there were noises coming from the basement, but the man was obviously quite skeptical. That was until this happened. Strangely, a repetitive knock sounded at the door, as if there was a person behind it asking to leave the basement. It's important to note that Steve and the man filming are the only two people inside the house, so in their eyes, no one could possibly be on the other side of that door. But something could, and this was about to be confirmed. Slowly, the door started to open all the way, and the man recording Unplugging quickly showed proof that no strings were attached to the door, but this was only the beginning. Just one day after the previous incident, the man, John, decided to kick back and watch some television so he could forget about it. He managed to watch 2 episodes of his favorite show without any interruption, but the spirit haunting him clearly thought that this was too much free time.
More noises. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
If you look closely, you should be able to see a head-looking object peek from around the wall at John, who was extremely spooked by this. Right after seeing it, he ran through to the room that the head came from, and to his dismay, no one was in sight. Was he seeing things, or was this the real deal? Surprisingly, John believed the former and didn't actually think that this was a spirit, but in his next video, this belief was scheduled to change. On the exact same evening as the last clip, John finished his TV session and was prepared to get ready for bed. He had brushed his teeth, turned most of the lights off, and said goodnight to Steve. But after hearing noises in the basement, he saw the last thing he would have wanted to.
What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter, bud? What's the matter, big guy? Huh? Something down there? Oh. What'd you hear, buddy? Fuck. Just put this on. What's that? What the fuck?
When he opens the door, a white phantom is spotted gliding down the stairs very fast, as if trying not to be seen. With some newfound bravery, John decided to go down into the basement and investigate the scene, but he heard some very disturbing noises. While down there, the eerie sound of a little girl laughing rang around the room, and this is the moment that John truly believed that his house was being haunted by something. But instead of blessing it like a smart man, his next move was far beyond stupidity. After hearing the girl, John ran upstairs to wake up his son, and they had a plan. They were going to lock themselves in the basement. The following video shows exactly what happened. You can call John deluded to say the least.
It's down here. We got it. You smell that? Oh, it smells like shit, bro. Anything? There's a bunch of broken glass everywhere. Okay, we're gonna go. You go this way too. Stay close to me. Fuck. Dude, stop. Stay by me. It was glass. Don't move. Watch your foot. I know. God, you smell it. Did you fart? It's super cold down here. It's winter time. Oh, fuck. Cover, stop.
After tying the door closed with black rope, John and Steve cautiously walked down the stairs to the basement, and the sound of a girl laughing could still faintly be heard, except slowly, it morphed into something much worse. If you listen closely, a woman crying starts to echo instead, and many speculate that this was the mother of the girl who was laughing. Perhaps both of them had died and haunted the house together. During their time in the basement, John and Steve experienced lights turning off and objects moving, but the worst sighting of all came at the very end.
All right. Hold on. Oh, shit, good. Oh, God. What? No. We gotta get the fuck out of here. What are we gonna do? No, stop, man. I gotta go. No. We make a break. There's nothing there. Stay by me. Stay right fucking behind me. This is a bad idea. Just chill out. Oh shit, it's still there. What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You got your phone?
No, I don't.
When the two made the wise decision to leave the basement, a tall black figure appeared, blocking their exit. Understandably, they panicked and stepped back. But when they went to look again, it was still in the same place. But as if this wasn't creepy enough, another sighting was hidden. If we zoom into this part of the room, eyes can be seen staring at John and Steve from the shadows. Could this have simply been a squatter, or was it a spirit? Let me know in the comments. On a Wednesday evening, a mother of 3 children was locking up the house ready to get everyone to bed before she spotted one of the weirdest and most horrifying things of her life. It was roughly 11 p.m. when the video was recorded, and it gets worse as time goes on. Take a look. On the other side of the garden, the fence was swinging back and forth, and supposedly there was no wind. Now at first I didn't believe this, but when the clip advanced, I knew it had to be on the video. When the mother started scanning the area to find a reason for the unexpected swinging, the figure of a human could be seen staring back at her, to which she jumped back in fear. However, when looking back again, it was gone. This gave her a moment of comfort, but in a flash, it was gone when the door knocked and the camera cut off. It's supposed that when she answered the door, nobody was there, but I guess we'll never know. On July 22nd of 2011, a man called Richard was home alone when he experienced one of the creepiest things of his entire life. It was 3 in the afternoon when he heard something drop onto the floor in his kitchen and decided to investigate with his camera. It was at this point that he captured the following video.
Do it again. Wasting my time, stopped. Nope. Just moved. Do it again. Just yet. Can you communicate with me, please? I'm throwing stuff around. I don't know what to make of that, if that's because it's a cross or just because it was light or just because I'd drawn around it. Oh, this is getting sketchy. I'm going to go out the car now, open the window. Okay.
Strangely, many items in the room started to drop to the floor without anyone else in the house. Richard claims that all the windows in the house were closed at the time, so this couldn't have been caused by the wind. Something else must have been in the room. Things got much creepier when the cross Richard had placed in the room flew to the ground more aggressively than any other item, indicating that the spirit definitely wasn't on the holy side of things. Richard understandably fled the house and waited outside, recording through the window in case something else occurred. However, nothing happened ever again. Could this have been a coincidence, or did a ghost pop in to say hello? I guess we'll never truly know. In this next video, two friends have just arrived home from a night out, and one of them decides to go upstairs. This leaves the eldest one, Sophia, alone downstairs. At least she thinks that is the case. The time hits 3 a.m., and Sophia is about to go upstairs to get some rest. However, as she closes the kitchen door, she realizes there was a third friend in the house.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What the fuck is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet.
Somehow, the mirror reflected a second person in frame, ahead of Sophia. What makes this weird is that no one is actually in front of her, and the figure can only be spotted when looking into the mirror. Sophia speculates that the person was one of her old friends, Lexi, who unfortunately died in a car crash a year prior. Lexi used to hang out with Sophia and her other friend all the time, so it made sense as to why she decided to appear for the night out. Regardless, it left Sophia spooked, and when she showed her friend the video, they both went to bed in the same room. The following video was recorded in the basement of a young family's home with a couple and their daughter. The family had only recently moved into the house as they had migrated from California to Philadelphia for work reasons, but none of them knew how much this would change their lives. Upon moving into the house, they all noticed strange events happening in the basement, with most of them being self-moving objects. However, it wasn't until the upcoming clip was captured that they had concrete evidence. Take a look.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here, and I mean, you can't really, there it is, that's freaky stuff right there. Yep, that's what you call it. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Out of nowhere, a can falls down from the shelves, and the way it does this is very weird. If we zoom into it, we can see that it tilts to the left before actually falling, which is completely unexplainable. Following the can came two blue spray paint containers, another white container, and the door even closed itself. The father who recorded the video immediately went to the local church and asked a priest to bless the house, and he got what he wished for. Since the blessing, no paranormal activity has happened in the house, but who knows if it'll come and strike again. During the winter of 2021, an Arab ghost hunter named Hamza was commissioned to search a local residence that had supposedly been haunted for the last 15 years. Every known residence of the house in that time span reported paranormal activity, but it took ages for someone to pay a hunter to come and confirm this. It was 1 a.m. when Hamza arrived on site and went into the building. Little did he know this was going to be one of his creepiest shifts ever.
هذا المكان أبي أروحه يا جماعة. بسم الله بسم الله يا جماعة، لا يكون هذا جنة بنويرة وهذا واحد.
شوفوا 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 يا جماعة. يما أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. يا جماعة ماني عارف أدخل المكان. شوفوا هذا يطالع يا جماعة، أقسم بالله كأنه يطالع. لازم أدخل وأشوف إيش السالفة.
When inspecting the building before he entered it, something terrifying caught the eye of Hamza. On the second floor of the building, something white could be seen, poking its head around the window and staring at him creepily, and when he acknowledged it, it slowly disappeared behind the blinds. Now, in this situation, the majority of people would call it a day, but since Hamza's job is to hunt spirits, he wasn't fazed by a sighting this poor. Because of this, he decided to enter the building, and what happened when he went inside was shocking.
أبوك بسم الله. يا جماعة اختفى الصوت، اختفى الصوت. أعوذ بكلمات لا تمات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. شوف يا جماعة. لا 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 يا جماعة معليش، أعتذر منكم، موقع جديد وأبو خالد مرة بعيد عني، فاستودعتكم الله الذي لا تضيع ودائعه. لا إله إلا الله. يا جماعة هذه طارت هناك. لا في صوت، ورب الكعبة في صوت يا جماعة. حطوا السماعات يا جماعة، حطوا السماعات.
Weirdly, large, heavy footsteps could be heard upstairs when Hamza entered the building, and this resulted in him going upstairs to check it out. When he reached the top of the stairs, he came face to face with a metal pipe across the corridor, except it was no normal pipe. It collapsed without anyone else in the room, leading Hamza to believe he had enough evidence of a spirit. He called his mission a day and reported his sightings back to the house owners. They decided to bless the house, and no updates were given as to whether or not it worked. On a Tuesday night, a police guard called Jay was working on a night shift. His job was to sit in the main office to greet visitors, watch the cameras, and fend off any intruders. But on this night, none of these instances came into play. Jay was just an hour away from finishing his shift at the time this video was filmed, but what CCTV captured really freaked him out. Take a look.
Just look real close. Just look. It's coming from the door, from outside.
See it? It's faint. It's real faint. I'm looking at it, I'm like, hold on, let me feel if it's real. It's real. It's cold too. When I put my hand up there by it, it's real cold. Then it went towards back there, towards the door, all the way back there in the back. I'm like, whoa. I wanted to see it. Went close to me or some shit. I'm like, oh, so ghosts, because ghosts do give out like a cold chill, like when you put like it's like a cold breeze there. I'm like, okay. Shit, I saw it came from outside too. I'm like, damn. And I wasn't even freaked out. I just wanted to see how it felt. I was like, so that motherfucker cold in the mud. So I saw it. That shit is crazy, man. It's been a while since I seen this, so like I said, it come every now and then, but you have to look real hard though, real hard to see it. It came from here and it went real slow. Just look real hard when you rewind the video.
If you look closely, you can see a faint figure sliding its way through the door into the main office. Fortunately, Jay was lucky enough to have been paying attention, otherwise he would have missed the spirit's entry. Upon seeing it, he decided to reach his hands out to feel its presence, and claimed to have immediately become much colder. When a ghost is in the room, temperatures tend to drop, so all the details added towards a paranormal event. If that wasn't enough to convince Jay though, what the spirit did next definitely was.
Saw that motherfucker. But this one, he did something. This one did something crazy this time. Look at the left. See it? Coming from the left, I see it. Then it started going up towards the exit sign. Then going towards the left, all the way down to the bottom left. And I'm like, the fuck? And it like disappeared or something. Then I started hearing noise down towards that door all the way to the back. I'm starting hearing shit. Then I heard like the door rattle. I was like, what the fuck? I heard the door rattle, man. Oh my God. Like it wanted to go in the back. Like that's the boiler room back there. So I'm like, I'm like, oh hell no. Hell fucking no. My heart was just beating like a I'm trying to calm down so bad. I'm like, okay. All right. But that was it, man.
About 5 minutes after entering the building, the ghost made a second appearance, and Jay was much more spooked by it. It started by gliding around the door, again, only faintly being visible. Next, it started making noises around the building to mess with Jay, and this is when he started to get very confused. As if this wasn't enough, the door at the end of the corridor started rattling as if the spirit wanted to enter it, and it was at this point Jay knew something else was definitely in the building. However, it disappeared for a few weeks. Jay reported that he had 2 weeks with no paranormal activity during his night shifts, but of course this ceasefire had to come to an end. It was a fortnight after the initial recording of the ghost that the final video of the saga was captured, and it was the creepiest of them all.
Hey everyone, I'm back. It's been a few things that's been happening, but I wasn't able to record at the time. You know, the normal stuff, like the little white mist showed up and stuff back then. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It came from the what's this, the mail room, and it went that way, but I couldn't record at the time. So, but I know y'all probably tired of seeing that anyway, but I saw it, but I was like, damn, the epidemic didn't even stop that motherfucker from showing up. So, well, this is something new something new that just happened. I'm just, I'll just go through the cameras, see if anything's going on and stuff. But this apartment right here is vacant. This is on the 9th floor. This is vacant. Ain't nobody in there. I don't know. I mean, it probably could be debunked. So it could be the wind or anything, but, I don't know, but it just kept, like somebody trying to open it. It could be the wind, I don't know. It probably could be debunked, so I'm just saying it could be explained and it could not be. So I'm just showing y'all something unusual that never happened before. All these other vacant buildings, like vacant apartments that I don't see them move on their own like that. So watch this door right here. Just watch this door. You're gonna see it move. See? Watch. See? So like somebody trying to open it, see? Look at that shit. Now it could be the wind, I don't know. But has this happened? Have y'all seen stuff like this before? Door trying to open, like bounce, like opening in and out like that. Like that. See that shit? The fuck? But it's been, see, then it stopped. The fuck type of shit is that? Somebody explain that. If not, then that's crazy. But explain that, please.
Strangely, the door was moving in a very peculiar motion which couldn't have been caused by anything natural. Jay tries to play it off as the wind being weird, but wind only goes in one direction, and that door was moving back and forth. If you have any explanation for this door moving, then let me know in the comments, but it's going to be very difficult to convince me. Dolls and toys are considered by many to be the most haunted things on the planet. For some reason, tons of evil spirits such as poltergeists, demons, and skinwalkers love to possess them, and the following video is an example of this. Have a watch.
So, here is a video of me and my son visiting the old storage unit, where I keep all my fancy collectibles. I will say the place is rather frightening, especially the basement level of this facility. And here's the doll you've all been asking for close-ups of. I found this at a swap meet, and I immediately knew this was worth something. I've had a lot of skeptics argue with me, but I do believe it's cursed. And you'll see why in just a moment. And oh yeah, so the workers at the storage place brought me to their office and showed me a video of my unit, saying they heard loud noises inside. They thought it was me, which I surely denied. They wanted proof, so I gave it to them. I've been told it's a poltergeist, which I had no idea what that meant. Until I saw a couple of videos online of said phenomenon. But just watch the video for yourself. Super creepy stuff.
The man claims that he found the doll at a swap meet and immediately knew it was worth something. It looked extremely creepy and didn't look anything like a children's toy should do. Regardless, the man took the doll, as he collects strange items of its kind, and decided to place it inside his storage unit. Luckily, the place he stored his collectibles at had CCTV within the units, which meant they were able to capture the unexplainable clip. Somehow, the toy moved by itself and scanned the room for things to do. However, it looked disappointed that it was trapped in a unit and immediately dropped back to the floor. It's a good thing they didn't keep it at home. The following video took place in Sam's house, a small YouTuber who works part-time at his local fast food restaurant. The clip begins at 2 a.m. and Sam was in bed until he was woken up by a very strange sequence of knocking. Now at first, Sam genuinely thought that someone was at the door, but this theory was about to be blasted out of the window. Take a look.
There's been someone knocking at my front door for the last 10 minutes or so, and they haven't stopped knocking. Hello? Who's there?
Randomly, the door started knocking in a pattern of 3, and what made this event odd for Sam is that it didn't stop. Whoever was behind that door really wanted to be let inside, and after some preparation, Sam opened the door. However, after scanning the outside area, nothing could be seen. Immediately, he slammed both of the doors shut and locked them, but then something even weirder happened.
What's going on here? Somebody's playing games and it's not funny. Are you kidding me?
No matter how many times Sam opened the doors, he was unable to catch whoever was doing this knocking. Sam believed it to be a teenager playing tricks on him and decided to gear up and go outside, but even after 20 minutes of searching, no one could be found. Was this a horror coincidence, or was it really a spirit ruining Sam's sleep? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The house in the upcoming video had recently been purchased and moved into by Leah and her family. Prior to this house, they had been renting a house in a very dodgy area, and they decided to move out to provide a better life for their children. At least they thought it would provide a better life. The following footage was captured using an iOS camera setup in the top corner of the room, and what it filmed was truly shocking. Despite closing the drawer and being sure that no one else was in the kitchen, Leah found out something horrible that evening. Since the drawer managed to open itself for a second time, she discovered that the house was haunted and quickly sprinted out of the place. At first, her boyfriend thought she was insane and tried to calm her down, but Leah was lucky that she remembered the iOS camera. Straight after the incident, she showed the footage to her boyfriend, and he too thought it was very fishy. However, there was nothing either of them could do. They were too poor to buy another house so fast, and this forced them to call the haunted location home. On November 15th of 2023, 3 people were on shift in a school office. Their roles were to make sure that the school was running smoothly and any children who came to them had their problems solved. Little did any of the staff know, though, that on this day they would be helping a new student, if that's what you could call it. It was roughly 2 p.m. and lunch break had just finished, so the corridors were quiet again, but the office definitely wasn't.
I mean, that was clear though. Like, that was super clear.
Here it goes again.
Do you think it's funny? Is this a yeah? Stop it. And then the freaking phone rings?
As odd as this might have been, the ghost sighting here actually made a lot of sense. Just 2 months before this incident, a student at the school had tragically died, and they happened to be a little girl. This little girl always visited the office and told jokes to the staff, as she had trouble socializing with people. The workers believed that the spirit trying to communicate with them here was the girl, and this left them feeling happy and disturbed at the exact same time. With the information on who the ghost was, the staff felt confident that it wasn't here to cause any harm and simply wanted to stay where it enjoyed most of its time. And with this confidence, they started to test its abilities. Just 3 days after the initial sighting, student service operator James Hill decided to take the ghost into a storage unit and see if the ghost could move a few things for him.
Do it again. Fuck, I'm shaking. Jesus Christ. Come on. You can do it. Move it. Come on, move it. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Stop. Stop. Move it. Come on. Can you knock it down? You can knock it down. Come on. Y'all, it... Come on. Y'all, that box is fucking moving. I can't even fucking say this right. Come on. Stop. Nope. 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 We're done. We're done.
Strangely, despite all of the staff thinking James wouldn't capture anything, the ghost actually followed him to the storage room and did as he pleased. After being prompted to, it moved around a little box, and eventually, after some persuasion, it threw the box to the ground. James claimed this encounter increased his confidence that the spirit was of the little girl, because she was usually scared and nervous when doing troublesome things in school. This concludes why it took her so long to push the box onto the floor. For the past couple of months, house owner John Gregson had supposedly been hearing strange noises coming from his basement, and one day he decided it was time to investigate. When his family first moved into the house, John terraformed this room into a playroom for his daughter, and she loved it. But recently she wasn't down there as much, and he couldn't pinpoint whether she was getting too old or there was a much deeper cause.
Oh my... What are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
As John exited the playroom with confidence that his daughter had pranked him, the lights turned themselves off, and the globe on the stairs jumped across them. This was completely unexplainable since no one else was down there, at least no regular person. What made this incident even stranger was what the audience thought of it when John uploaded it to social media. Quite a few comments suggested that the girl could possibly have been possessed when she claimed she tricked John, which disturbed him very much. He immediately went to get the entire Gregson family baptized and called it a day. None of them recorded any paranormal footage after this event, so it's assumed that the ghost has officially become detached. After being haunted for several years, the following family's house had been blessed by a priest, and supposedly everything was okay again. However, still skeptical, the mother and father deployed cameras in every single room as a just-in-case protocol, so if something else did happen, they had proof, and proof they got.
Willow, I already brushed your hair. Hey, how did this open?
I don't know.
Did you open it?
No, I didn't.
Let's look at the camera.
Wait, did I? Oh, right. Remember I opened it to get a hanger? Did I?
This morning?
Yeah. When you were there.
When we
I
left.
read a book that was funny. It was called Bunny Cakes. And it was a grandma's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And a mom, there was two bunnies.
Okay.
They're making a cake.
Okay.
And a girl.
Okay.
Bunnies.
Willow, what is this?
What is what? Oh, it opened on its own. Wait, can I see what opened on its own? What opened on its own? How did that do? That what opened on its own? I want to see that.
Your shirt's on backwards, honey.
That I want to see it. Show
Put
me.
your shirt's on backwards.
Okay. Can you see it? The closet opened by itself. Oh, I want to see that closet
But
open.
why did it happen, Willow?
I don't know. That show me again. I want to see it.
I'm kind of, I don't know. Perplexed.
As wisely stated by the little girl named Willow, the entire family was perplexed, and so am I. It's very unlikely that a closet built like the one on screen could swing open without anyone causing it to, leading me to believe that this was the return of the spirit that had haunted them for such a long time. Since the Gregson family had experienced this before, they went to the church again and asked the priest to come to their house and personally rid the spirit, to which he did, with success. For the past 2 years, no one in the house has heard any strange noises or witnessed any out-of-the-ordinary events, and they finally live in peace. But who knows, potentially the ghost could return a third time, and even worse, it could become stronger. In the following video, a devoted Christian by the name of Chief decided to document his paranormal experience for the world to see. Since the solar eclipse, Chief had been hearing intense knocking coming from the exact same door, and in the upcoming clip, he tries to combat it.
It's just really been tripping me out. It's been doing this since the solar eclipse, I would say. And I don't really believe in ghosts. But this shit is really fucking with me. Look at this. It just stops. There ain't nothing going on. Look. What the actual bro, there's no way. Wait, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Shit's really freaking me out, y'all. If you've ever seen anything like this before, please let me know. Alright, so I've been taking some of you guys' advice. I got my holy water right here. I'm gonna insert the holy water into my water gun. Alright. And I'll just put it in the thing. I got the cross like you guys said, dude. I didn't really have any real wood, but see, the thing is, I don't even know if I'm actually hitting my op. Like, I feel like it's coming from over here. It don't do it when the door is closed. Like, it does not do it. I look stupid as fuck. Oh my God. I need to get out the house.
Somehow, despite clearing the entire room for any hiding people, no one was discovered, and Chief was left clueless as to who was doing the knocking. When he found out no one was behind the door, he turned to Snapchat and asked his friends what he should do, and they came up with a pretty strong plan. He was going to fill up his water gun with holy water and use pencils to form a cross at the back of it. With his friends being his only hope, Chief listened to them and shot the ghost in the bathroom. However, after this moment, the banging only got worse, and people speculate that the holy water only made the ghost more angry.
Y'all see it though, right? Y'all see that though, right?
After the banging intensified, Chief bolted the door to the wall in hope that the noise would stop completely, but that didn't happen. The ghost just infinitely knocked on the outside of the door instead of from the inside, which forced him to move house entirely. The ghost didn't follow Chief to his new home, but it was definitely a surreal experience to say the least. On December 13th of 2022, a man called Paul was doing his job as a day guard at his local factory when one of the weirdest events possible occurred. It was around 8 p.m. when the following video was taken, and it took place just after Paul had finished working. Except little did anyone know that it wasn't Paul after all. Throughout the day, he had been acting stranger than usual and not being his normal self, but it was after he beckoned his friend Tim to come into the back with him that everything became apparent.
This is Paul, and you are about to witness a possession. He's allowed me to post this video, but only if I conceal his identity. Paul is the day guard, and at the end of his shift, I didn't know it at the time, but in an act of kindness earlier in the day he tried to remove and discard the statue head. The following takes place before the Night 12 incident.
Strangely, Paul started to mutter in an undetectable language, and no one could decipher what it was that he was trying to say. Many predict that it was ancient Latin, but after specialists shut those rumors down, people were left clueless. Regardless of the language though, what happened next was terrifying.
Need a 86 for a friendly. Paul.
Paul! Paul, I can't breathe! No!
With a blade, Paul stood up and swung at Tim before getting all aggressive and in his face. The weird thing was that Paul was known for being a kind man who never really got into arguments, so this was extremely out of character. However, before Tim even had a chance to hit back, Paul returned to his normal self, oblivious of what his body had just been used for. But this wasn't the only paranormal event that was hosted within this factory. It was only the beginning. 2 days after the Paul incident, Tim had finally recovered, and his boss told him it was time he stopped being a coward and came back to work. In order to maintain his job, Tim listened, but this would turn out to be one of the worst decisions of his life. Upon arriving at work, everything was fine for Tim. He did his regular checkups and monitored security until eventually Paul left for home and he was able to feel safe again. As he started to get comfortable though, so did the spirit, and what it did this time was just as spooky as the last.
Please protect me, God. I guess we're doing this. Hello? Whoa! Hello? Who's there?
When patrolling the storage corridors, one of the doors was knocking, and it happened to be the one to the room that Paul usually found himself in. Curious, Tim went to inspect the scene, and based on his comment asking God to protect him, we know he knew what he was getting into. After entering the room, one of the mannequins toppled over on its own accord, which was the first red flag for Tim to turn back, but he ignored it. After this, a slab of glass shattered before a pot banged the floor behind him, and he knew that the ghost was present. However, Tim was convinced that this was a different entity, but if we zoom in on the very last frame, the outline of a woman can be made out, and I assume that this was what had possessed Paul as well. Little did Tim know, though, that this semi-sighting of the ghost was nothing compared to what he was about to capture. On that same night, he decided to do some more exploring, as he was understandably skeptical that it was actually a ghost haunting him. He adventures for around an hour with no sightings, until eventually something happened that made him wish he never got too ambitious.
Hello? you.
If you look closely, hands can be seen dangling over what looks like a container, and the figure of a woman can be seen attached to them. Unfortunately though, when Tim turned his flashlight on to capture the ghost, it immediately disappeared and never appeared again. Literally. For the last 2 years, Tim hasn't come across a ghost, which leads him to believe it wasn't a permanent haunting. But the unlucky thing is that he'll never truly know. This little girl was role-playing with her dolls when something extraordinarily creepy happened right next to her. To her dismay, she didn't manage to witness what occurred, but luckily, the CCTV camera in the top corner of the room captured it perfectly. Unexpectedly, the girl's least favorite doll, Lola, started moving by itself in the corner, leading the parents to believe it had been possessed or moved by a ghost. But what actually made them check the security cameras in the first place? Well, a few nights after the doll incident, the little girl was drawing for her parents, and the unexplained happened. Except this time she saw it and told them. This incident is what caused them to scan through all CCTV footage of their child to make sure nothing similar was happening. So have a look. Weirdly, all kinds of objects started moving in the room, and no one except the girl was in the room. Things get much creepier when you discover the doll from before was behind the sofa at the time of the incident, making it very possible that it had something to do with this. Immediately after being alerted, the parents put the doll in the trash and paid the collectors to take it far away from their home early. When the doll was removed, all paranormal activity in the house stopped. The following video took place late at night in a home owned by a man named Robert. Robert lived by himself and often had family coming and visiting him, but during the clip you're about to see, he was the only person home. It happened when Robert was struggling to go to sleep, so decided to go downstairs and play some of the guitar before bed. But something else must have had the same idea, because what happens next is shocking.
So I couldn't sleep because I felt like something was watching me. You ever felt like that? I'm all alone. I come out here to play my guitar because I can't sleep. So I look over here at this thing because I feel like it's frickin' watching me. and I could have swore I seen it move. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking. That's that bullshit right there. Oh, hell no. I'm done with it. That thing's going in the dump right now. Well, I got something for that. Yeah, I got something for that right now.
To kick the video off, Robert explains his situation and claims that he was sensing that he was being watched. This gave him an eerie feeling when he was in his living room, and he pinned it down to the teddy bear sitting in a box, and somehow he said it moved. Now at first, this was completely unbelievable. But luckily, just as Robert told his story, the bear moved again just to confirm it. Scared but smart, Robert did what he should have done and put the bear in the trash, but no one believed what he saw. So he actually ended up being checked for mental illnesses. To his fortune, he wasn't diagnosed with anything and showed the video he captured to his family, but they are still skeptical to this day. James Talbot was an overnight security officer at a mall and usually worked on the stairwell to make sure that no unwelcome guests came up when time got late. The upcoming clip took place at roughly 1 a.m., where nothing normally happens. At this time, James tends to record himself and post to his YouTube channel, and he's lucky that he had this habit, because if he didn't, he wouldn't have filmed what was about to happen.
Man, I've been clocked in 8 minutes. Hey! Hey! I'm not finna go check shit. I'm going down there. Shit. Oh, goddamn, the door locked. Oh. Damn. If it is somebody down there, they're gonna stay their goddamn ass down there. I'm not going. Shit. Hurry up and get up these bitches.
Suddenly, footsteps could be heard from the bottom of the stairwell, and doing his job, James called out to the person guilty. But to his dismay, no one responded. Now, instead of going downstairs to investigate the noise further, James started to feel strangely uncomfortable and ran away from the noise, scared of it, which wasn't usual for him. James sprinted down the corridor and into another room where he decided to hide. But suddenly, he heard the noise of a whisper from inside the room, and this is when things got real.
Hey, somebody fucking in here with me. I'm up here doing this damn job. These folks want me to do all this walking in the dark. I'm not walking down there in no motherfucking dark. Hey. Hey. Not coming the fuck out there, man. Somebody is down there with me. Somebody in here with me. When I got this job, I told them I don't do things like this. And I got my camera on, bitch. You can go if you just come out. I'll let you go free. But don't try to just pop out on me, you know what I'm saying, scare the fuck out of me, make me shit all on myself on the job. Come on now. Come on now, I'm just trying to get my goddamn hours and go home now. He gonna act like he don't hear me. You know you back there, come on. I'm not finna, I'm telling y'all, I'm finna go. And the clock up going this way. Fuck that.
Like before, James started begging the supposed break-in culprit to reveal themselves, and even offered to let them go for free. However, no one spoke back. He stood there for a second and thought of what to do next before following his instinct instead of the job. He packed his bags, locked up, and left for the night. Now, after doing this, James expected there to have been a robbery overnight and had his excuses ready, but surprisingly, nothing happened. Had he really been going crazy, or did something much deeper occur? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It was approximately 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night, and a man named Zark was all alone in his house. His family had already moved out prior to this night because the escalating paranormal activity had started to affect them badly. Zark and his family claimed to have experienced several paranormal events prior to this footage. However, none of them come close to what you're about to see.
The fuck? Where's the cupboard open? The lights are off. You see, I normally keep that light on because that's how I get to know the haunting has begun or not. And that's why I've actually covered the lights so that it doesn't glare on my eyes while I'm sleeping. The cupboard is open right now. I'm alone in the room.
Now, this night started at a fairly low level on the haunted side of things. All Zark saw was the cupboard open, despite being closed when he fell asleep. But compared to other things he had seen, this wasn't too drastic. However, it was just shortly after that the ghost started to do something Zark had never seen before.
It's at the door.
Stop it! Stop it, please!
Weirdly, the door started knocking, and the only explanation for this is that it was a spirit on the other side. Zark asks the spirit to stop the knocking, and after some time it stops. But what happens a few minutes later sends chills down Zark's spine.
Go fuck yourself, Jerry. Go fuck yourself. Shit. I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck.
It's important to note that Zark was completely alone when he heard his kid's voice saying "Daddy," so that had to be a mimic. After this, Zark left his apartment immediately and spent the rest of the night in his car.